Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions, which is in partnership with our local school district and sponsors. I'm Terry Ross, coming to you live from North Medford High School in Medford, Oregon. This is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Today we are featuring the Sheldon Irish taking on the North Medford Black Tornado. These teams come in here today. Well, their record is advanced one, but we'll get to that in a moment. But really what amounts to here is, at least for North Medford, they're hoping to make a run, and it's the beginning of conference play. And they're considered one of the favorites to win the conference title, so we'll see how all this works out. This game is on TableRockSports.net. It's brought to you in partnership with our community business partners. Please let our sponsors know that you appreciate their support. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search Table Rock Sports, click on the red subscribe button, and we will let you know when games go live. When we come back, it'll be very close to starting the baseball game. And we will have more information for you about both of these clubs when we return here on TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale priced. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Cellular Prepaid, our plans have no extra fees, like our lowest priced unlimited plan at just $40 a month. So don't get surprised by other providers and their extra fees. Plus, with our unlimited plans, you get your choice of a free Galaxy A14 5G or Moto G Power. With US Cellular Prepaid, what you see is what you get.
No extra fees and no surprises with US Cellular at Siskiyou, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on Table Rock Sports, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. This is the Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill pregame show. Sheldon comes into this game 3-5 now overall, as they lost the first one of this doubleheader. This is game 2 of the doubleheader. But the first one went to North Medford 6-1, and the Black Tornado broke that one open in the bottom of the 5th when they scored 6 runs. They got into the double and let's score. They hit a double and put a man to score a man from second base, and they did that 6 times in a row. And the Irish never did recover and ended up losing that one 6-1. So the Sheldon Irish are now 3-5 overall, 1-1 in conference play. Meanwhile, North Medford is now 5-1-1. The tie coming when they were up at the Mountainside baseball tournament last week during spring break, and they just didn't bother to finish out playing that one, so they just called it a tie. This is their league opener for the Black Tornado. and they'll be looking to get it started here on a successful season. Well, they have, really. Their opener was the other game, the previous game, I guess. And so they're now 1-0 in conference play, and they'll look to move it out to 2-0. We're having a lot of trouble in Southern Oregon playing baseball games. And I'm pretty sure that any of you that are listening to me that are anywhere in the state of Oregon, you have no sympathy for us, simply because you're having your own issues, as the state of Oregon has not figured out quite yet that spring has arrived. They say maybe this weekend, and then they say it'll be short-lived, potentially. So we're not sure when we'll get to spring here in the state of Oregon. But so far, baseball today, we will tell you that it's threatening clouds, and the sprinkles are trying to come already. And so we'll see how far we get with this particular baseball game. I don't think maybe on the camera you're picking up the really gray clouds. I'm not sure. My computer doesn't have quite the same color that your television would have. So there is that. So here we go. We'll give you the starting lineups as we do it, as we go along. Although I think, out on the mound, we can tell you that it's frankly Ritigliano, as out on the mound for the first game was Trey Newman, who kept the Irish to just one run. That was really quite a pitcher's duel through the first 5 innings, 4.5, because in the bottom of the fifth is when North Medford scored 5, and then they put one more up in the 6th. But if through the first 4 innings it was a pitcher's duel, 0-0, as both of them were just humming along, and then North Medford got to Sheldon and went on to win that game pretty easily. So Ritigliano is out on the mound for North Medford. Robbins will be catching. Over at third base is Colton Morgan. Out at shortstop is Dominic Daffrin. Playing second base is Johnny King. And at first base, Kellen Willer. I can't see the numbers right now for the outfielders, although I know that Aiden Horsley saw his number. He's out in center field. So we'll kind of catch all the rest of them as we move along here. Leading things off is going to be Cade Welch. I'm assuming he's playing shortstop today. I'm assuming he's not pitching since he's leading off, but I could be wrong about that. But we'll find out when Sheldon takes the field. And there's a foul ball. And we are underway. There's a swing and a miss, and we are at 0-2. There's a foul ball. Morgan giving light pursuit to that one. Strike 3. And the first strikeout. So, 1 out. There's another foul ball. That comes from Nolan Miller. Miller's in the hole, 0-1. think we're in trouble here. Somebody say to my cameraman. Water spots. That one's down low, 1-1. They are calling for rain about 30 to 45 minutes into this game. There's strike 2. And it's a 1-2 count. So we'll see if that forecast holds. Rutigliano sends one out to King, and King will scoop it up and over to Weller. 2 away. That brings up Mueller, third baseman. Hey, he'll look at strike 1. That's fouled back. So with not Trey Newman, but Frankie Rutigliano out there, you're looking at North Medford's number 2 pitcher, Trey Newman, who's already committed to go and play at the University of Oregon next year, is the number 1 starter on this North Medford club. That one's outside. With a 2-2 count, Rutigliano trying to set the Irish down in order, and he does with a swing and a miss. So we'll head now to the bottom of the first as we do. There is no score in this game. This is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
And we welcome you back to North Medford High School for the bottom of the first inning in this doubleheader, Game 2, taking place right now as the Black Tornado and the Sheldon Irish going at it. However, we're not sure for how long. We're starting to get little indications that it may start raining here any minute in a serious manner. Leading things off for North Medford is going to be second baseman Johnny King. He'll be followed by center fielder Aiden Horsley, who's on deck. And the third batter up is Jeremiah Robbins, the catcher for the Black Tornado. John Mueller, out on the mound for Sheldon. At third base is Quincy Peterson. There's Johnny King. That's a little foul. 0-1. If I know anything about weather, though, I would say we're going to get 2 or 3 innings in. at least, before it's a major problem. But still out where I live. That's fouled straight back. I live about a half hour, about 30 minutes from this ball field, so that's where the rain's at right now. Doesn't that make you feel better? The 0-2 swung on and fouled down the left field line. Nobody's going to catch up with that. We'll stay at 0-2. There's a shot out to third base and throw over to first, and there's one away as Peterson handles that one nicely for Sheldon. Aiden Horsley, the center fielder, will step in. Horse is one of those that got that rally started in the bottom of the fifth in the first game of the doubleheader. Horse, as they call him, his teammates affectionately. But he got that first double. Then after that, it just became double score. His double, I believe, drove in 2 of the runs. That's fouled way out of play. Apologize, I'm falling behind in my balls and strikes here, but it's either 1-1 or 2-2. That misses. I'll have to catch up way up. Scoreboard, no, now the scoreboard says it's 3-1. And there's a shot out to right field, but Sheldon will handle that one easily. Two away. Here comes Jeremiah Robbins. So Mueller making quick work of everything also here in inning number 1. Retigliano, 3 up, 3 down. There's strike 1 to Robbins. Outside, 1-1. There's a shot out into the right field gap. That's going to get all the way down. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Robbins chugging around, and he'll be standing at second base with the first hit of the ball game. A 2-out double by Jeremiah Robbins brings up the cleanup hitter, Frankie Retigliano, who's pitching in this ball game. It looks like we have a pinch runner. Easton Curtis is running now for Robbins. So Retigliano steps in. 2 out, 1 on. Let's see if Retigliano can keep this going. Mueller gets a strike. That one's upstairs. 1-1. The bottom of the first, I don't know if North Medford is threatening, but that misses. 2-1. But if Retigliano finds his way on base, even if Robbins or Curtis now is left out at second base, it would certainly be threatening. There's strike 2. 2-2. Mueller. Ready to go. Fouled back. They're down there trying to take pictures and videos through the screen. Ball goes off the screen, it moves everything, including their camera. There's a shot. Will it get through? It will. And Curtis is coming around to score, and standing over at first base is going to be Ritigliano, but North Medford's on the board. 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. And Ritigliano will have Jordan Nodine come in and run for him. That's upstairs. Kellen Willer, the first baseman, at the plate for North Medford. 1 in, but 2 out. There's a swing and a miss. Tigliano's single between short and third, getting the run in. There's kind of a lob throw over. More of a I'm aware you're over there throw than seriously trying to get anybody out. That's fouled away. As you can imagine, although the sun is starting to shine a little better, if you can imagine, though, with a little bit of a threat of rain, not real warm out here either today. Mueller misses. Goes 2-2. Nodine over at first, pinch running. That misses. 3-2. Well, we've stretched things about as far as they can go without some kind of a result. The 3-2 misses low. 4-2. Ball 4. That'll give North Medford first and second. At the plate, Trey Newman. Yeah, look at ball 1. Outside. All of a sudden, what looked like it would be an easy inning for Mueller with 2 quick outs has turned into a bit of a challenge. A 2-0 from Mueller. Slapped fair. Nope. Foul ball. That was right down the third base line. Six inches further, and it would have been a fair ball. There's a ball 3. 3-1. That's way outside. Bases are loaded. That brings up Davis Carr. He's out in left field. And Carr will lift one out to shortstop. And that's going to end the inning. We'll go now to the top of 2. And as we do, it's North Medford 1, Sheldon nothing on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
You do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
All right, so we're back here with the top of inning 2. Retigliano still out on the mound with a 1-0 lead. As Sheldon looks at ball 1. We'll get the number here in a minute. That's Ryland Detzler. The 1-1, strike 2. 1-2. Detzler, the second baseman for Sheldon. He'll slap this one out to King, who will handle it, hop the Weller, and one away. Hunter Lansden. Steps in for his first at bat. That's inside. That misses. 2-0. There's a long shot out to left field. That's going to get over Carr's head. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Gunning around is Lansden. And Lansden will stay at second base. That brings up the third baseman, Quincy Peterson. So a lead off or a 1-out double. That's upstairs. As Lansden laced that one out there to left field. We'll see if Retigliano can recover from it. A 2-0 coming from Retigliano. That misses. 3-0. 3-0 is strike. That's strike 2. Tigliano brought it all the way back. Needs an out, though. At least if you're a North Medford fan. I don't want to keep putting a D on that today. There's one to Morgan. Morgan will fire to Weller. That'll be 2 away. And that will leave Lansden stranded at second base. So 2 away. Tigliano. Nope, doesn't get the call that time. A swing and a miss by Peterson. 1-1. That misses. 2-1. That's inside. So Peterson, as they would say, with the count his way at 3-1. The 3-1 slapped out there to short. Over to Weller. No. Got to pick it up. Not going to get it there. Safe. And Sheldon will score. One ball game. Still 2 away, though. And Rutigliano leads off a called strike. Inside to Graziano. We remember Rocco Graziano from basketball. There's strike 2. And there's a shot. Nope. Everybody's going to be safe. And so Daffrin couldn't come up with that one exactly. Everybody's safe. And I'll get the coach out there to talk to Rutigliano, who has 2 outs here in the inning in a 1-1 tie. Just in time for the spring sports seasons, Table Rock Sports welcomes a new sponsor, Dutch Brothers. Now, when you enjoy your favorite Dutch Brothers drinks and treats, you'll be helping connect high school fans and their favorite teams through Table Rock Sports. It's time for Dutch Brothers after the game today. A marvelous idea, I would say. That misses. To Asher Olson, who is your catcher. Olson looks at strike one. The 1-1 from Rutigliano is a swing and a miss. That'll miss upstairs. 2-2. Rutigliano trying to keep things just where they are. He'll step off. Check swing. And he went, according to the first base umpire. So that will end the inning. We head now to the end, to the bottom of the second. And on the John L. Scott scoreboard, it's a 1-1 tie. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
And we welcome you back to North Medford High School for the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. We're in the bottom of two, and it's a 1-1 ball game between Sheldon and North Medford. Third baseman Colton Morgan leads off. Hey, he'll look at strike one. Mueller's 0-1 pitch is way outside. There's strike two. If you hear a lot of cheering, that's because there's other ball games going on here in the on the high school grounds. That one misses. To get back, they called that a strike while I wasn't looking. That one's going to be foul ball. But we have other games going on here on the good old high school grounds. A couple more softball games taking place. So that's kind of the cheering you hear once in a while in the background. You're trying to figure out how come nothing happening when a cheer goes off and you hear it. That's it. That misses low. 3-2. And that's ball four. So Morgan trots down to first. That brings up Marcus Moore. Long pause there by Mueller, and then throws ball 1. Mueller has a tendency to throw over to first, but doesn't make a difference. Morgan's back. Mueller has a tendency, though, when he gets runners on base, to really slow down. But then again, a lot of pitchers do that. There's the ball 2 and going to be out at second. No, they called him safe. Oh, man. Okay. I will join the rest in saying, okay. Looked like they had him dead to rights, but the umpire says not so much. 1-1. That's down low. 2-1. That's down low. 3-1. A 3-1 is strike 2. Nobody out for North Medford. Morgan down at second base. Moore trying to get him in. Misses. Does Mueller. And that's ball 4. Johnny King, we're back to the top of the order. Steps up there. Olson out to talk to Mueller a little bit. See if they can't get things straightened out. And now the Sheldon coach is heading that way. And everybody will go somewhere and confer. Fans, when you need a bite before or after games in Medford, mark April 24th on your calendar. That's the day you will have 2 great Elmer's locations to serve you on Biddle Road and the new location at 68 East Stewart Avenue. Operated by the Thomason Hospitality Group, check out the new Elmer's next to Harry and David Country Store. So a long conference out there. And once the umpire takes a couple of steps out there, they break it up. Nobody out. 2 on. King stepping up to the plate. Mueller delivers. King puts down a bunt. This is going to make everybody safe. And that will load the bases. I mean, he put that right between the third baseman and the pitcher. Neither one of them was going to get it. Aiden Horsley up at the plate now. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Bottom of 2. And that is going to necessitate a pitching change. Mueller gets through an inning. And getting ready to pitch, I believe, is Cade Welch. Well, we'll get all that straightened out when we return right after this as you listen to TableRockSports.net.
Time has taken its toll on your once beautiful windows. It's time to team up with Elizabeth Brett and Renewal by Andersen and upgrade your outlook on the world. Design experts like Elizabeth work with Renewal's trained installers and industry-leading products to ensure a client-friendly process. Transform the look, efficiency, and value of your property, just as these homeowners have done. Elizabeth and the Renewal team will be with you every step of the way, from design to completion of the install.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Brett. Call me at the number below to schedule your design consultation.
We return to the North Medford High School. And now the bases are loaded for North Medford on this Lithia Superstore Game of the Day broadcast on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular with 7 locations to serve you in Southern Oregon. Aiden Horsley steps in. Bases loaded. He got the rally going in the first game with his double that scored the first 2 runs, and he looks at strike 1. He's looking to do it again here in game 2. And he's got a little blooper out to second, and it's fumbled. 1 run scores. It gets away, and there's going to be a second run that will score. And all of a sudden, North Medford's up 3-1. And they still have first and third and nobody out. I'm going to think that probably went as an error on Welch. But they don't tell us here on the scoreboard, so I'm just guessing, but I would assume that's going to be an error. Robbins at the plate, going at it against Peterson, who went from third base to pitching. And over at third base is Mueller, and there's a throw over to first. And nothing doing as Horsley gets back. Robbins looks at the strike. Horsley's out at second base. One away. There's strike 2. There's a shot out to center field, but it'll hold up and be easily taken care of. But coming in to score is going to be Johnny King. That'll clear the bases with 2 away. And also make it a 4-1 ball game. There's a shot that's going foul. Nope, it ends up fair. Rutigliano stands down at second base. I mean, giving a run for it that time was the Sheldon right fielder. And he just couldn't quite get there. Kellen Willer is at the plate. And again, Nodine comes in and runs for Rutigliano. So Willer at the plate. He looks at ball 1. That's down low. And misses. 3-0. Strike. There's a shot. That's going to hang up, and that'll end the inning. We head now to the top of 3, as we do on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's now a 4-1 lead for the North Medford Black Tornado. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
Frankie Rutigliano returns for the 3rd inning of work on the John L. Scott, not the John L. Scott scoreboard. How about on the Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net? And there's a shot that's given out into right field on the leadoff by Welch. This game is powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, with 7 locations to serve you. That brings up Franklin for the Irish. That was not Franklin, as Willer grabs it and throws it down to second, and they get 1. Take that back, that was Nolan Miller. So first ball swinging there's 1 away. Brings up Mueller, who's currently playing third base. Started out as the pitcher, but was replaced in the 2nd inning. And Rutigliano throws ball 1 to him. There's ball 2. Foul back. Here comes the 2-1 from Rutigliano. Inside. Ball 3. One on, 1 away for Sheldon. That's down low. So Mueller draws a walk, leading us to Detzler. The left-handed batter takes ball 1 from Rutigliano. 2 on, 1 away. Sheldon has a little something going here in the 3rd inning. Strike one. Just the beginning of conference play, I think it's going to be a little hard to sort out how things are going to go here for till maybe after next weekend. There's a swing and a miss because Sheldon, if North Medford continues to hold the lead, would leave this game 1-2. And North Medford would be 2-0. I don't know that there's a swing and a miss. So 2 away. But with a stagger like that, I don't know that it tells us a whole lot of anything. Lansden steps back into the plate. He was on base earlier. Tigliano steps off. He took a long, long look. Apparently didn't see anything he really liked. Now he delivers. Strike one. The 0-1 from Rutigliano is slapped out into center field, but Horsley is there. And the inning is over. We head to the bottom of 3, as we do on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's North Medford 4, Sheldon 1, John L. Scott, with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on Table Rock Sports. Powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. We head to the bottom of 3. Newman will lead it off for the Black Tornado, who lead this one 4-1. And he'll take ball 1. That's fouled back. Definitely not real warm today. Wind is kicking up again. There's a shot. And that's going to be fumbled by, I wanted to say it was Welch, but I don't know if that's Welch's number. And brings up Davis Carr. The little dribbler, everybody's going to be safe on this one. Nope. They got him over at first, but that's all they get. Morgan pops one straight up, and And it's fumbled, and that's going to get Newman over to third base. All right, now the Welch is on the mound, so Welch is not out there playing second base. I want to say it's Detzler. Looks like number 8. He's just not having a good inning all of a sudden. I can tell you that. Marcus Moore steps up. As we try to keep our papers in place. And Moore will launch one out to left field, circling under it, and getting it for the second out, but here comes Newman in. And that'll be another one for the Black Tornado. 5-1 ball game. Johnny King back at the plate. This is his third appearance. And he takes ball 1. So Welch out on the mound. Trying to hold things down and fire over to first, but not close. Morgan back pretty easily. There's a shot by King down the left field line. That's going to get Morgan all the way over to third base. And standing down at second base is going to be Johnny King. So second and third now for the Black Tornado with 2 out. Here's Aiden Horsley. Foul down the right field line. 5-1 ball game. The Black Tornado opening things up here over the Irish. That's outside. So we'll go. And coming in to score. While I put my head down to do computer stuff, is Morgan. There's a shot out to the shortstop over to first, and that will end the inning. But not before. North Medford puts another one on the board. We head now to the top of 4 and on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's North Medford 6, Sheldon 1. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
The days grow long, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
This is Jake. He's a serious cyclist training for his next race. Each morning, Jake takes his bike on the bus to work. By not owning a car, Jake is saving nearly $1,000 a month in gas, car payments, insurance, and repair. The money he saves allows him to participate in the Race for a Cure for breast cancer. With every ride he takes, he's 1 mile closer to crossing the finish line on behalf of his mom. Way to go, Jake.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon, with 7 locations to serve you. We head now to the top of 4. Rutigliano will try to close this out. At least close it out in case of the threat of rain becomes a little more imminent. There's a crack down the left field line on the first pitch by Peterson. He'll stand over at first base, giving hope to the Irish. Peterson steps up. See if he can't move Miller around a little bit. He does. There's a shot out to left field, and he'll be standing down at first base. Standing over at second base would be Miller. Graziano steps in. Nobody out here now in the top of 4. The first pitch is inside. 1-0. North Medford would like to get out of this inning. That would make it an official ball game no matter what happens next weather-wise. There's strike 1. They say the weather has been threatening all day. We just haven't had any rain yet, but it's certainly doing its best to try. There's a shot down the right field line. Foul ball. This park here at North Medford High School is not what we call a symmetrical park. It's 344 down the left field, the left field line. About 360, 380 out to the center field, the deepest part of the field. There's a little grounder that's muffed, and that's going to score a run. Didn't get him. They did a throwback, didn't get him. That makes it 6-2. And still first and second. And at the plate, Olson, the catcher. Anyway, and down the right field line, it's 331, so it's not exactly like it's symmetrical. The easiest part, obviously, to get it out is over right field. There's ball 1. Nobody out here in the top of 4. That's upstairs. 2-0. Outside. 3-0. So now Frankie Rutigliano is one pitch away from loading the bases. See how much patience is showing at the plate by Graziano. A lot. And he gets the walk. So, in spite of my poor computer skills, it's bases loaded. And nobody out here in the top of 4. Welch, who's pitching right now, and also at the plate. See if he, I got hit by a pitch. That'll score another run and leave the bases loaded. Miller will step in. He's left-handed. We were just talking about the short field to the right field wall. He'll send this one past Johnny King. 1 run will score, and they'll just hold everybody right there. And it's 6-4. And the base is still loaded with nobody out. And that'll bring out the coach. While the coach is out there talking to Rutigliano, I'd be glad to tell you that it's time for you to get back in the game as an official. There is a critical need in all sports right now. You can go to osaa.org and click on the blue button, the blue Become an Official button, to learn more. That's a short conversation out there. Not much to say, really, except we need an out. Had a 6-1 lead entering this inning. It's down to 2. And that's going, Horsley was there to get that one. There's one. As he's going to throw it. Oh, no, that's going to go all the way to the backstop. That will allow a run to score. Yes. Well, that was close. But it also leaves second and third with 1 away for the Sheldon Irish. And Franklin, another lefty, comes to the plate. Only 1 out now. 6-5 ball game. Fouled back. So that 5-run lead has just about disappeared. Franklin takes the next one inside. 1-1. That's down low, but Robbins keeps it in front of him. 2-1. Second and third, Rutigliano delivers. Strike 2 called. That's going to be out of play. Morgan's giving it a good run, but going to go way out of play. Franklin will do it again. Inside. 3-2. Rutigliano's 3-2. Swung on and missed, and there's 2 away. Lansden with 2 away. We'll see if he can't get another run across the plate for the Irish, which would tie it. A tying run for the Irish, standing down at third base. There's ball 1. 2. Robbins out to talk to Bertigliano, and also Johnny King. And maybe more to King than Bertigliano. Strike 1 called. 2-1. Bertigliano looking for an out. Sheldon looking for a hit. Popped up. Moore. Under it. Has it. Now that will retire the side. Boy, not before Sheldon put a scare into